Alright, you beautiful peoples, it's me Glyn and this is Cheapskate Gaming News and Tech Reviews. And today we've actually got a review of a product. Obviously we've just had the release of the new next gen consoles. I personally picked up a PS5, and of course to go with that, when you get your controller you want somewhere to charge your controller. Now I'm a big fan of the old third-party chargers. I did look at getting the Sony charger. Fortunately, by the time I sort of pre-ordered my PlayStation 5, which you had about 10 seconds to do on Amazon, I then had a quick look to chargers, and the official Sony one was sold out. So instead I bought a third-party charger, and the one I got was this Venom PS5 DualShock Venom charger. And I have to say, I am very pleasantly surprised. I thought when I got it, I've had Venom products before and they've always been pretty good. They're okay, you know. They weren't they weren't the best. They may do, but I'm really pleasantly surprised by the Venom charger. It's turned out to be a lot better than I originally thought it would be. So let's get on with things. So it comes in a box, like most things. Quite a nice little pictured up box there. And opening the box, inside you get the charger. You get a lovely braided cable, which I thought was a nice feature. In fact, they actually topped Sony there, because when you got the DualSense, it came with quite a crappy little Type-C cable. But the Venom charger comes with a lovely braided USB Type-C cable, which plugs in the back. That then gives it power to charge the controllers. So the way this works is you need there's two little dongles that come in with the charging box. Now they fit into the back of your controller, and they're very well made. They're of quite they're of very good quality actually, and when they're on the controller you don't notice they're there, and they kind of fit the aesthetic, being a white little dongle like that. And now what that does, it allows you then to, when you put the controller down on the charging dock, it allows the power to charge through. Putting it on the dock is a very simple affair. You literally just plonk it down. There's no clicking in, there's no pushing, there's no finding where the connector is or anything like that. You literally just drop it on the charger, leave it there, and 2 or 3 seconds and a little light of charging comes on. Now on the footage you will see, you'll only see a blue light come on when I put it in. Basically my controller is fully charged. Now when it is charging, it would be an orange light to let you know that's charging, and it'll probably fully charge a controller within 2 hours anyway of it being on there. I'm yet to actually run out of power on a DualSense controller, and I think I had one gaming session the other night. I was on it for over 8 hours and I still had 1 bar of power, but the low power icon hadn't appeared, so I must have had more than an hour or so left on the controller. So I haven't actually run a controller right down to 0, so I think take of that as you may. I mean, there's only so many hours in the day I can sit there gaming. So yeah, so that's an overlook of the Venom controller. Now what I would say is, yes, you can plug it into your PlayStation 5 through the USB. So when it does come to third-party chargers like this, I would suggest having a separate USB plug socket for it. I've got one of these multiple USB hubs where I have about 4 or 5 USB cables plugged in for charging various items, and I have it plugged into that, which can deliver a little bit more power, and it just stops getting in the way of your PlayStation. I prefer to use that for things like the headset dongle and the hard drive, and of course if you've got VR, well, you'll need 2 slots taken up for that. So just be mindful that you can use your PS5 if that's all you're going to do is game on your PS5 and you're not really using the wireless headset, and maybe you've only got 1 hard drive plugged in the back, then yeah, fine, go for it. But if you've got all the other peripherals like I have, then it becomes a bit tricky using up all the sockets in your PS5. So yeah, that's just my recommendation anyway. I prefer to have it plugged into a separate USB hub rather than the PlayStation itself. So there we are, that's an overview and an overlook of the Venom controller. Oh, I did forget to say the price, it's £15 GDP on the Amazon website. I'm pretty sure there's still some available to buy. So if you're fed up waiting to try and get hold of the actual official Sony product, then don't have any fears and no worries, just buy this Venom one. And it looks good as well, you know. It's not too heavy, it's not too bricky in weight, but it is of a nice quality, and sitting next to your PlayStation it matches it really well, to be honest. I'm very pleased with it. Its form, its function and its price are all very, very good. You can't go wrong with it, and it's a very good purchase. You won't be disappointed if you do purchase it for the £15 that it costs. So yeah, I've been Glyn and this has been gaming news and tech reviews. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye now.